Alright. Today we are playing with the new Spider-Man set. We've got some new cards we're trying out in an old deck that I always thought was like decent. Mana's a little bit awkward. We got upgrades here. But yeah, let's get into it. So this is a critter deck. We are using Valley Mightcaller to beat people down. We've got some raccoons, mostly frogs, but we've got Mistbreath Elder, which we can use to pick up different things. We can pick up our Spyglass Sirens. We can pick up our Sunshower Druids, Floodpits Drowner, all that stuff. You can also just pick up 1-drops and replay them for the extra triggers. We even have Druneth, which we can reset. This card, one of the most powerful cards in this set. Unfortunately, I was recording, the settings were a little bit messed up, so I'm recording this after. But I can promise you this card is very powerful. So I apologize for some of the resolution issues, but I think you should be able to tell mostly what is going on. Also have this, which is another card that just plays well with all the Bloomburrow things. It's going to buff up most of the creatures. And then with Druneth, we get to ignore the fact it's legendary and we can double up. Plus the food token is relevant for racing. So yeah, a nice little blue-green beatdown tempo deck. Counterspell as Repulsive Mutation. There's a lot of crazy stuff you can do with Druneth. This is pretty baseline level. Nothing too fancy going on here. We're just using it to double our 1s and our 2s. Sideboard, we have some Mold Adders for the black decks. Graveyard Hate. Tidebinder can be good against all sorts of things. Flood Maw is way to bounce things like Cauldron. Pierce for blue decks. Scrapshooter is another nice flex card. It's a raccoon. It's a 3-drop we can double. Same is true for Entrancer, and then we have a Kitnap for just random things like Preacher of the Schism. So if you guys want the list, it will be in the description. Again, I apologize for the gameplay that the resolution's chalked, but hopefully it's good enough, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So see you all in the games. Right, opponent goes first. We've got a 1-lander. It's just the Verge. It looks very good. Okay, fair enough. That's a lot of power. Another tap land, sure. If they pass, I probably don't want to play into a counterspell. So I'm just gonna double Pawpatch and assume that's good enough. Third Pawpatch. Maybe I have Drowner for the biggest one, but not a big deal. Yeah, 1 mana 5/5 is pretty good. All right. So yeah, sometimes instead of just having more Mightcallers, you just have Mockingbird, and then you end up with the same thing but with flying. So very, very powerful. We're against blue-green, whatever. I think I want Tidebinder for Ouroboros and Enduring Curiosity. I definitely want Kitnap. We can try the Entrancers. I think Flood Maw will end up being good enough. Do I want Mold Adder? Not really. Scrapshooter, does it do anything? Alright, now what the hell am I taking out? 3s, 4s. I probably need to leave in at least a Commune. Huh. So what do I not want? I think we're just going to trim a little bit. Try to be somewhat more interactive. Do that. Whatever. We'll try it on the draw. It's part of why I think having some communes is good. Obviously, you don't want to flood. Yep. Feels like we're dead. I don't know. Could have Elf in this deck. I think it would be fine. But that's just true for every green deck that will ever exist until Magic stops being a card game. There's a Flood Maw. Can't ever really block that thing. I'm gonna need to bounce it. Thought about maybe trying to Flood Maw it on my turn, but I think they just replay it. It's pretty easy to play around. Yeah. What the hell can I possibly do here? I just bounce it, they replay it. I'm just gonna concede. I don't need to be here. Alright, we go first. Okay, this is an interesting hand. I actually... I think I'm just gonna do nothing and bounce an elf if they play it. Don't want to bounce that. I think the answer is yes. I want to use all my mana. I'm gonna try to like overwhelm, just like outdo anything they do. So yeah, we're gonna play this. I'll have to bounce if they want to stop it, and then we just double with Pawpatch. Like maybe the Flood Maw was too aggressive, but like my hand is very good if I get to do what I want. Yeah, this card is so busted. Holy shit. It is so tough. Yeah, Jackie. Look at my board. What are we doing? Like, whenever there's a card that they design and everyone's like, yeah, this is broken, and then you play the games with it and it's busted, it's like, could we have chilled out? I don't know. Doesn't look like I've played that many games. I've played a lot of games with this already. Will probably end up being at the start of the video, but... Yeah, you got 2-1. Double blocks. Either way, it's just gonna block across. I think I shove. They could have... It doesn't really matter. Okay. Alright, GG's. Jackal does it. Just, it's like an Aether Vial that gets to be on 1 and 2 and draws 2 cards. It is nasty. GG's. What goes first? Well, you're just supposed to have 4 of these in my deck, right? Edge Rover. Oh, well, now what do I do? Yep. Well, opponent's doing stuff that is solid. Let's see if we can. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just double spell, right, and not get the free Pawpatch. I think it's fine. Want to play to the board. Like, I just want to win the board and have counterspell, I think. We're trying to dodge that, the enchantment that makes the things you sack. Alright, we dodged. Cool. I will. This is a rampant growth, but it's instant speed. Got it. Or an artifact, creature, instant land. So I can just make this thing gigantic. 1, 2, it'll be 3. Let's do this. Why aren't we playing Breeding Pool? You know what? That is very embarrassing if Breeding Pool is legal, because it's possible it is. And that this was an old deck that I updated with new cards, but I hadn't played so long because it never got any new cards because it's all Bloomburrow stuff. So if it's legal, which I don't even know if it's legal or not, it probably is, I'll put it in my deck. If it's not legal, then I think it is legal, right? That's what I get for not paying attention to Magic. Alright, what are we doing here? I don't need to counter this, right? It's only gonna be -3 anyway. They can pay the cost. Okay, sorry. You really got me, because I didn't realize that Breeding Pool was legal and I wasn't playing it. So I guess Breeding Pool was legal last set, and I haven't played this deck since before that time. So that's why there's no Breeding Pool. Is the answer, but it should be in the deck if it's legal. All right, let's eat this guy. Change the song too. Yeah, that's my bad. Thank you for calling it out, by the way. I feel like there's so many times where, like, I just do some heinously stupid shit, but no one notices, so it doesn't really matter. But I would rather just not do stupid stuff. Alright, they're just dead, right? None of this matters. This is instant speed. I can't really attack here. You come down, it's -1 and then 2. Yeah, so I just play my hand out. It's also better to just rampant growth than to do this, but we were talking about Breeding Pool, so more important things are going on. That's -1. And then we have the counterspell. That's very funny that I've been playing with a handicap mana base and we have not lost a match. This is very funny, because I have I mean, this card is so much worse than Breeding Pool. I was even complaining about, like, the games where, oh, this is so funny. Alright, whatever. It is what it is, dude. Life goes on. Alright, what am I against? I'm against artifacts. I don't want these. So what does this stop? Counter artifact creature. So I can't stop the enchantment. I can stifle, but then it's just going to keep doing stuff. I think I do want Pierce. And I don't know about what else. This is actually good. I guess it can stop the guy that, like, shocks me a bunch when they sack stuff. We could try them. Alright, I'm just going to do... Yeah, what am I going to do? Does that mean I have to record the intro a third time with the breeding pools? It's fine. It doesn't matter. I just have to remember to put like a note that breeding pool is legal, and on the export I'll have it. Life will go on. I'm not sure. Just do this. Okay. Yeah. Opponent goes first. Easy keep. So excited for breeding pool. Our deck is going to be undefeatable. You wouldn't believe it. But if breeding pool does get banned, we know that our deck's still good. So that's important. Interesting decision. Okay, so that's their red source. I'm giving them a card, but it's probably fine. I could also just leave out counter. This is going to be 3/3, so I have mana leak. They need a second perm. Or this has lands, right? Yeah. Guess I'm just gonna blow it up and have a 4/4. The question is, do I want... I think I do blue. Just hope they don't find a red source. Kind of a weird thing to do. Not really certain if it's worth or not. Regardless, there's not too much to worry about. Like, if you tell me I have 7 power and toughness and counterspell versus no board, even giving them the card. Alright, another W. GG's. Lander, Potter goes first. I mean, this isn't the worst one-lander ever. I could try it, but I think we'll just mull. Yeah, this hand's fine. It's awkward, but I think I'm going to keep. And... sort of interesting decision. If I mean, honestly, I could just mulligan the island. I think I'm going to do that. It's weird to mulligan a one-lander into a two-lander and then mulligan the land. But I could just play the Commune and bank on finding a green anyway. And then if I hit naturally, I'll be really happy. So that's what happened. Assume this thing's getting nuked, maybe not. Okay, do I want to play the second recruit or just set up for the offspring? I think I'd still just want to play this. If they have a sweeper, it's gonna suck, but whatever. Uh-oh. Okay. What is this? Well, we've got a good beatdown. It's gonna be good enough. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna max our damage. Question is, will we die next turn? I don't know. Alright, here we go. Yep. Not really thinking about this. I'm just gonna get rid of the thing with the most toughness and attack. I don't think we can kill him. Yeah, so I think we lost. Whatever. At least we didn't die, but opponent had a very powerful turn. Played a bunch of 3-mana cards for 1 mana and 2 cards. Yeah. This is standard. This is what you expect. Is what it is. Not an embarrassing start, like really close. Maybe we can cross the finish line. I'm kind of assuming we're just gonna be dead, but we didn't die last turn, so maybe. Yep, draw a card. So anything connects wins. I have 4 connects. They have 2 blocks. Nice. All right. Well, maybe I was a little more concerned than I should have been, but it felt like things could have gone bad there, and they didn't. All right, so what the hell do I want? I think I went into the Flood Maw. I guess I want Tidebinders. I'm not sure if I want the control magic or not. I guess we'll try these guys. And then I don't know if Pierce is good or not. Because like they're gonna have these 4/3s that reduce the cost so much. But maybe they're gonna be tapping out to get everything into play to reduce the cost, and then I can pierce the X spell. I think I'm just gonna rely on these other counters. Maybe I don't want Dreamdew. I'm on the draw. Commune's a little bit less important. The extra card. I think I need the counters. Curators could maybe get trimmed. They're not particularly good here. And then maybe just don't do Entrancer. Okay, go again. Shit. Gonna have 4 Multiversal Passage in my deck. Do I want to try this? What's the upside? I think I got a 5. Kind of interesting. I think I'm just gonna not be greedy and go curve this into counterspell and just hope that's good enough with a little bit of help. Turn 1 elf is scary business. Yep. Well, yeah, playing games of Magic like this are pretty unfun. It's just like, yeah, I lost, right? Like, what am I supposed to do from this spot? Maybe some like Floodpits Drowner stuff could catch me up. That was a good draw, though. Maybe I can just say, like, you have a lot of mana, but my cards were cheap and are worth a lot of mana. It's really hard for me to, like, leave up a counterspell, and now my opponent just gonna have 5 mana. So I don't think I get to. I think I just have to play the bird. We'll see. I mean, maybe their hand's bad. I think I'm just gonna max stats, which maybe is bad since I can block on the ground, but like I said, I kind of need this turn to not be super good. It's gonna be hard to win if it's a good turn. So, all right, that is not a good turn. That is exactly what we wanted. All right, beautiful. Okay. Not gonna be greedy. We'll hit for 6, leave up a counter. Again, like, I don't know. Seems like things could have gone much worse, and they didn't, so fortunate in that sense. I've played games against this deck where it's just like, it seems so disgustingly powerful. So I get a 10, and then this is 1 short. Bounce spell's nice, though. Am I wrong? Yeah, I was 1 short. Okay, cool. GG's. Good start. Not too impressive. Didn't really draw the new, or we drew the new card, but I don't think we even, or we bottomed it maybe. But not bad. Just beat downs. That one drop is so good. The Frog Champion of the Parish is just an incredible card. It's just hard to support it because like all of the cards ever printed that enable it are in one set. So GG. All right, opponent goes first. We've got a new card. I think this is a keep, right? Yeah. So we'll go green here, blue here. We're going to take a bunch of damage, so if they're playing like red, it's going to suck. But a little awkward trying to decide how I want to curve this. Because like getting double Elder is not the best, but it's not the worst. Having two of these against a turn on swamp also isn't that bad, because it's pretty likely that one dies and we can maybe double next turn. Oh shit, okay. Interesting. Turn 2 Bob is scary. It's crazy how little play this card sees, because it's so good. Like, it is so good, but they just have printed things that are very good card advantage spells that do not die to removal. Alright, what do you got? Did I block? I kind of want to block. I don't really know what this is. They're gonna like charm me and then have a 4/3. Do I care? Not really. Nah, let's just untap with it and then double our spells. Like, it's better. Okay. Boom. Give me 2 of these. 2 of these. Yeah, this card is stupid. Like, what are we doing? Who made this one? This is like so busted. Just draw 2, a 3/3 that drew 2 and made 3 mana. Like, this is a 0 mana 1-drop that I drew for free and a 0 mana 2-drop that I drew for free. Alright, so what am I doing with these, though? I'm picking up this and this. This one goes to 1. I guess I could pick up the other one. It just, like, having multiples of these isn't good. I think that there was a point where I was playing 3 of this in my deck because it's awkward, but... Yep. Oh, shit, okay. Love blockers. So you're getting picked up. Can I guess another resolve? Sure. I mean, this is still pretty damn nice, right? Okay, so block across. I think I'll just map the token, to be honest. That good? I guess so, because I'm gonna pick this up, yeah. Oh, damn, nice start confident. Alright, froggies. So, Kitnap, I think we could try here. Alright, Mold Adder, let's get it. I have no idea if this card is ever going to be playable, but it's coming in. Tidebinder. I think we could try and Entrancer, right? And do they have Unholy Annex in their deck? I don't actually know. Alright, let's get Moldy. Let's get Entrancing. Try the Kitnap. I'm kind of assuming they have Preacher or Unstoppable Slasher or some sort of something I'm going to want to steal. What do I want to board out? I think cutting the 3rd of these. So that was an extremely impressive showing by this. I played some games just to like prep with this deck, and this card was just broken every time. I think this card is disgusting. I went and bought, they were like $1.60 on Moto. I just went and bought 4 because I think it's so good. Okay, maybe I can just play without these. We'll mold instead. I could maybe trim a Siren. I don't think you ever trim these other cards. Drowners probably D's. Could cut a counterspell on the draw and then the communes maybe. I'm not sure how good or how important Curator is going to be. They showed me Tiny Bones. Well, we're doing that. Good enough. Whatever. It's difficult to strike the balance because you need things with ETBs, copies, triggers. You need things that are worth picking up. But also, like, it's hard to cut your best cards, so. Alright, well, we've got, I think, probably the two best cards in the deck in Mightcaller and Druneth. I'm going to keep... I don't... My mana's awkward. I guess I can't play a 1-drop on turn 1, which isn't that big of a deal, actually, because... I guess maybe I would play the Recruit, but I kind of want to double up the Mightcaller. Oh, we're skeletoning. Okay. There's one island in the deck for a reason. It's very awkward. Could have 0. I mean, I don't know how worried I am about like people field ruining me off of blue sources, but the one shouldn't be that costly that often. So yeah. It's not good. These mutations are pretty bad against removal. Okay. You come down, and then I guess I'll just play this and hope to draw land. Unlucky. Well, I don't even know what is supposed to happen where I can get into this game. I think I'm just gonna give it up. I get to go first though. So do I want the communes back in to make sure I hit my land drops? Probably. It's possible they just don't have Preacher. It looks like they're like fully aggressive. They have Case and Minor. So I think they're just going to be really cheap cards in Dark Confidant instead of mid-range. So I can take out the Control Magic. Let's do this maybe. Nah, I'm not gonna... It's unlucky we drew all 3 of these. That's fine. I just want to be lean. Like there's gonna be spots where I get to counter the 3-mana skeleton enchantment. I think I'll be happy for the counter spell. Also, just the stat scaling, like making my things bigger, is good against a beatdown deck. But I don't want to draw a lot of it. All right, we have the God draw. Undefeatable. I cast Mold Adder. Or should I have doubled my Mold Adders, actually? I don't even know. That would have been better. It's so funny to me that this was the card they chose to put in Foundations. But that's why we have to play it. We have to find out if they were right or not. Yes. Kind of interesting. I think I'm gonna play this and then map onto it and just set up Druneth plus Valley, and then hope to find like something that enables these. I mean, I don't think I could be greedy. Not the most exciting, but I'll take it. Sure. So I could just grow this. I think that's worth. Kind of embarrassing, but Maybe it's fine. So at this point, we just want to rip a 2-drop. All right. Blue-green Jackal stuff. Getting it done. GG. Goes first. We've got triple 1-drop, double Mightcaller. That's awesome. Oh shit, Cecil. How do we defeat Cecil? So I can commune here to find Jackal. Set up the double. I think that's better than just having a dude. Okay. But yeah, like 1-drop Death Touch into 1-mana removal spell on the draw is going to be tough. Like this is just, these cards are really good against aggressive decks. We also getting Kaito on the draw, my favorite thing in Magic the Gathering. Truly divine gameplay experience. Wonderful.
Let's give it our all, pump. Ha! I love a dramatic entrance.
Yep. Well, maybe they threw.
Underestimate my skills.
This 3. This +2 is 3. There's no trigger. So these and these is 5. So I can just clear the Kaito. It's kind of awkward, but it's worth. I can't do it with this, right? This is a spider boar, so we just get to 2 here. And then this is +2, which is 4. So yeah, I have to triple 1-drop. So unfortunately I have to double Druid, which is not ideal, but it's just what it's gonna be. Like, even though the Kaito is dying, it kind of made me make a play that I really didn't love making. Maybe I could have done things better, but like this has flying. These get to be 1/3s, which is really bad against Cecil, but this thing's big. I have trample, so at least when the trade happens, it's not the end of the world. I guess we're just going here with this. I probably should have some like utility lands in the mana base. The mana does get better with the new sort of shock land, so maybe I get to play Soulstone Sanctuary or something. But you do want, like, the deck's incredibly mana intensive, so. So far, it's been working well. No complaints. Yep. Well, we don't have any pressure, but they don't have anything going on. Well, 3-3. Alright, we lost. Can't beat a 3-3. Alright, what do we want? This deck, like, if you trade resources... Yeah, okay. Well, that's annoying. That's a good card. Alright, that was a very good draw, but it's still kind of embarrassing. Maybe we'll be fine. And how do I want to navigate this? So this is always going to block. I need something that makes these better. Do I go face? This is attacking me for 1 billion. I'm going to attack the Kaito for now. I'm not that close to killing him anyway. But this is going to be a 5-5, probably 6-6. I think we died. Whatever. Kaito's stupid. Whoever made it's a bad guy. Super villain. And by that I mean probably a good person because... people bought the set. I hate this card so much. It's so annoying. It just makes the worst gameplay you've ever seen. Playing against on the draw is just miserable. It's just like everything that's not fun about a fair card on a Magic card. Just hexproof, planeswalker, can't be interacted with, does everything, answers everything. Like no counterplay. Can't be countered. Yep. Alright, food up. Do I want to take 12 here? I guess? I need to draw another of the pig spider thingy. I think that's my way of cracking this. Well, alright. We can still maybe draw pig spider. I guess we'll serve base here. Maybe we should play Kaido. Maybe we need frogs. Maybe we need Glarb.
Just try to keep up.
Alright, I will block because I don't wish to be dead. Alright. They did the blue-black thing. Fair enough. Not sure how many of these other cards are actually going to end up being good. They all seem kind of bad. I could have Entrancer maybe. Just like a grindy tool, but I think we do need to do some beatdowns and just hope they have mediocre draws. Like, if they do what they just did in that game again, where they just go, like, Cecil removal spell, turn 3 Kaito, it's annoying, but Kaito is so much worse in the draw. Like, that's part of why I find it to be such an unfun card. Because there are games where they're on the play, and it's just like, yeah, I can't win. And then there are games where they're on the draw, and it's like, yeah, their cards don't do anything. So, sort of volatility in gameplay, I think, can be frustrating. Now, what the hell am I taking out? Maybe just these. There aren't too many cards where, like, I'm concerned that they're just not going to be beatable. They're not really, like, Gixis commanding. I don't think they could have some sort of sideboard sweeper, but I don't think things like that are that popular. I really just want to go wide and play to the board. Try to, like, 2-for-1 with things like this, and then just have a better turns than them. Okay. Try it. And with the power of Mold Adder, we're going to easily defeat our blue-black opponent. GG. I declare victory. Alright, what the hell do I do with my curve, though? I think we still just get moldy. Yeah, it's a little awkward either way. If they play removal spell on this, maybe I'll just jam this on 2 and hope they don't have second. They did nothing. Well then. I think I should lock in the... They could counter this. I think I need to lock in the 2-for-1 and hope that the Drowner gets to have something. I could get batted, though. If I get Deep Cavern batted, I'll be sad. It's not the end of the world, though. So do I want double Pawpatch? I think I just have the Mightcaller. Then Offspring here. Alright, well, we've got the board. It could have like some -2/-2 spell that would just annihilate us. But like I said, I don't think those things are too popular. A Preacher would be annoying-ish, but we still get to attack into it. Obviously, Kaito is not good from the spot. Don't have to worry about that. I don't know if the auto tapper's for some reason gonna leave up an island. Just terrified. I think they're dead though. And then we get to play a wonderful game on the draw. Maybe they took other Kaidos though. Like, Kaido's not very good against beatdown decks. Yeah, no play on turn 1 is a pretty big difference maker. Like, even though they had two interaction pieces, like, they killed a 1-drop and they killed a card that made a free 1-drop, so. Can't play a blocker because we can just pick up the Drowner and tap it. They don't deal with the Elder. You get to pick up the Pawpatch, double triggers in the Mightcaller, all that stuff. I'm not sure what they're thinking about. I assume if you have a sweeper, you just play it. I don't know what that sweeper would even be. There's not like a damnation. Otherwise, I don't think there's a way to get out of this. Like, both my frogs are going to be lethal. Then I have 6 damage elsewhere because the Elder's going to be 3. So we're just drooling. We're just drooling on the hourglass, I suppose. I accept. You're allowed. Why is the quality? Is the quality on my thing terrible? Huh. What is that? Would appear my things may be chalked. But I don't know why my opponent is roping. They're up again, but alright, GG. Going on Pachycephala Hipstersaurus. Nailed it. Nailed it first try. Okay. Yeah. I think the plan doesn't change for me. Sorry if I didn't even realize. Is the quality chalked? It's telling me the max quality is 360. I have no idea what I could have done to change the quality. I would like to fix that. I don't know if I can troubleshoot it live. Yeah, I guess they DC. I don't know. Unlucky. I doubt they intentionally left, but I think that might be it. All right, you go first. I keep. And it's pretty damn good against Deep Cavern Met. I guess they'll probably take Pawpatch, and then we just have to let them have a counter. Okay. Yeah. So even if they have a Preacher, we have two 4/4s to get to attack. Sure. Just get a jam. Do your worst. Well, my opponent took a card out of her hand, cast 3 removal spells, and looked pretty damn dead. Yeah, okay. Doesn't actually matter. Never mind. They don't get to gain double life. It doesn't matter. They take 3. I don't know what they could have anyway. Now they could block 2. Alright, I'm an idiot. We just pump here. So now I lose. My bad. I lose to a I don't know if they gain double life or not. I assume it doesn't matter. Whatever. I'm just pumping this. They're dead. That's my mistake, but GG. I should just counter the thing. Okay, so we're against black demons, I guess? Do I want Spell Pierce for Annex? Do Molt Adder. Maybe this thing's fine. They could have Slasher in their deck. And then Tidebinder, Spell Pierce. I'll do Scrapshooter, I guess. It blocks bad, it blows up Annex. So we're switching to mid-rangey. I want to leave in all my communes, and then we're just gonna have to trim in a lot of other places. I think I want all the stun counter stuff. Probably have to go to 0 druids and just suck it up. Do that. Alright, opponent goes first. Yeah, you can keep. Mightcaller gets they have red in their deck? Didn't expect that. Pretty bad for me if they have removal here, but can't play scared, right? Alright, beatdowns. I probably just played swamps last game, right? Am I wrong? Am I tripping or what? Not sure if it matters what decision I make. I don't know the best way to approach. Like, I could just play to the board. They'd likely just trade for the 4 and then take a bunch of damage, and then I have the board and I just counterspell later. But, whatever. Alright, your go. Sure. Alright. So we're 7-0. If we go 10-0, we get Mythic with this deck. Not bad. Alright, we go first. We've got Mightcaller. We keep. Sure. Oh, shoot. Huh. Well, let's play this. This is more fun. It's a new card. I think it's probably correct anyway. Sure, that's no problem. I'm gonna be targeting much of their stuff anyway. So I can get, yeah. I'd rather have a Pawpatch? It's possible a Pawpatch is better. Nah, we just want big stuff. It looks like they're mono green, so I want to trade this here. That's fine. Alright, do you have Ouroboros? I assume that's why they didn't block. Yeah, this will be interesting. That should be dead though. So in the air. Eat here. 4 is double block. 3 is bounce. Double block is trade. The 2/2 need to attack. Yeah, whatever. I dead is the next question. So they're done in the air. I have counter spell. I don't think I'm dead on the board with 2 blocks and a counter. Alright, GG. Alright. You, mono green, eh? I guess you, maybe? So, it means I probably want to leave in the communes, so I have more access to mana sources. Yeah, this card's crazy. Like, even when you're doubling a 1-drop, it's still pretty solid. What the hell do I want to take out? It seems like I have a lot of good cards for this style of a matchup. I guess Keen-Eyed Curator is just like a kind of big thingy. I don't want too much interaction. I mostly want to be playing to the board. Like, trimming these has seemed pretty reasonable. Maybe I just go down here. Alright, I think I keep this. This is a game where I might actually get to copy a 4-drop. Man, what the hell? Kind of awkward I don't have the mana though. So I can just get it to 3 and then double my Tidebinder. I don't really want to trade. I guess I could. I could also just let it be at 2 and then trade and have bigger O1s. That's kind of embarrassing though, no? I don't want to trade. Do I want to play this for 1? I guess? I don't know. Please don't know. Well, if we draw a land, we'll be fine, I think. Yeah, second throw is scary, but we just need a land, otherwise we die. That's incredibly... Actually, that doesn't matter. Wow, this is crazy. Because both go on the stack, so I get the Tidebinder both. This is nuts. Okay, this is insane. I need to screenshot this. This is disgusting. This is insane. Alright. I don't really know what they had there. I just have second turret. Yeah, this is insane. Because now we're just going to get an Ouroboros or whatever. What an insane game. Holy. So it's X or less, right? I guess the copy's not going to have the mana, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, this is disgusting. Sorry, there's some noise around me, so I've been muted on and off. But wow. All right. Do we have attacks? Do I need to ice a thing? I don't want to give them a card. I don't think they have attacks anyway, so I can just block. Alright. Double Tidebinder on double Ouroboros with the Jackal. Alright, we're 8-0. Playing for the 10-0. Let's see if we can get it. GG's. Alright, we are 8-0 currently. I don't know when this part will pop up in the video. It might be out of order, but we're playing for 10-0. We're trying to go straight to Mythic with this deck. Let's see if we can do it. I think I can do better. No, the streak. The streak. This hand is pretty good, though. So we should play towards this, which means Commune into blue source. Which probably means 2 into 1/1. Like, I can double the Drowner, but I think that's kind of greedy. So let's go like this. Yeah, it's... I guess I can just do Mockingbird for 2 as well. Okay. So I get double Druneth. I think the bird really matters. Okay. Might be a winnable mold to 5. Yeah, I mean, beats. Can you turn 4 kill me? This card is so busted. God. Alright. Just with 2 lands. Oh, I missed my land drop too. Wow. Am I dead? Did I actually lose? That's so sad. Maybe not. Are they done? I mean, I guess I can't kill him, can I? And they get to put a flyer into play. I think I'm just dead, right? Maybe I spewed, actually. I guess I could have just left up Counterspell in one. I didn't think it was that likely they would kill me. Like, they probably have to have a pretty nuts hand, and very specifically, like, Trailblazer, Battlecrier. I think I lost? Why are they conceding? Can they not put in that dragon? I honestly don't know how all the cards work, so I'm not sure. I'll take the W, though. GG. I thought they were going to put the dragon in. The dragon does a bunch of damage. I didn't know. Whatever. Maybe I should have blocked. Maybe they messed up. Maybe I messed up. We're just gaming, and we keep winning, so you need to play well when you play frogs. All right. Yeah, this matchup is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I guess I want the bounce. I'm not sure if it's good. I just want to bounce a Battlecrier, right? And then Spell Pierce, I don't think is actually good. Kitnap, I guess, is probably not that good. I can Kitnap like a Battlecrier on curve, but they can sandbag it. I don't think I care about the And maybe Spell Pierce is good against that, the artifact, but we're just going to have some bounce spells and some beatdowns and some Tidebinders. I think that's a fine place to be. All right, so maxing curve is like this, and then I think we can take out the communes in the draw. So do I want a Spell Pierce? Do I want an extra Elder? Do I want a 3/3? Could even have a Commune. Let's just do another Curator. Alright, opponent goes first. Well, we got this thingy. We'll try it. So doubling this isn't that good, but it's probably fine. I think I can play my one drop. What does Kitnap do? It is it's control magic, but I think you can they get to draw a card if you want it untapped, otherwise it gets a stun counter and they don't get to draw. So it just steals a creature. Pyroclast. Because they don't have red mana. Huh. Well. We are 9-0 with this deck. GG's. Alright, we're playing for 10-0. We're on a 9-0 streak with this deck. We built it with the new cards. We're one win away from Mythic. Can we do the flawless victory? Alright, we're on hard mode. We're on the draw. We have to mulligan. I'm going to click the mulligan button. This hand is good. This hand is very, very good. I'm going to mulligan Pawpatch, and we're going to play turn 1 color, I think. Okay, green decks haven't seemed too tough. So now I could not Mightcaller. Nah, I just want the damage. Alright. I'm not sweating. You're sweating. Uh-oh. They have the tech? Probably traditional blue-green. Alright, Sirach. Laughable. Laughable stuff from the opponent. It's like they're not even trying, even though they might kill me. Please don't play overboard. Thank you. Let's go. That's one. Okay, blue-green midrange. Don't play an elf. I think I went into the Flood Maw for Ouroboros and the other thing. Enduring whatever. I think I want Kitnap as well for Ouroboros. And then we had Tidebinders, they were good. And what were we boarding out on the draw? So I need 3 back. I think I want the communes, because if I'm going to have 4s and 3s, it's a little more important. Scrapshooter do anything? Let's not overthink it. It's not that serious. Okay, so I can put in the Siren. And then, yeah, I don't want too many counter spells. The counter spells I think can be good, but they're less important than Into the Flood Maw. So let's run this. Let's go. Let's go. One more, baby. Let's go. When it goes first, my hand is very good. Alright, they have Elf. You know what? Maybe I was supposed to Mockingbird the Elf. I think that would have been better. Yeah, slight mistake by me. Second Elf. Do you have Ouroboros? Well, now I have the check for Ouroboros. But the damage might be too late. Yeah, unfortunately they have the nuts. But they don't have counter. They have counter. That's so insane. What a disgustingly obscene draw. And they top deck blue source to be able to do this? Please don't. Oh, it's just like unreal. You're so lucky. Okay. I mean, look at his hand, right? What is anyone supposed to do to beat this? It's a turn 4 kill, by the way. It's laughable. Okay. Hard mode. But turn 4 kill with a 2-mana counter scroll up. That's realistic, right? Standard gaming. I'm gonna keep interaction. And then I can double Tidebinder. Do I want to bounce Elf? I'm gonna say no. Oh, I just have to hope they don't have it, I think. I think I'm better off than doing that than taking the 2 points. And making the wrong decision anyway. trying to think if I want to stifle or not. I think I just don't. Let's fucking go, dude. 10-0 with the blue-green deck, and we hit Mythic. Easy as fuck. Let's go. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching this, and I will see you next time. I am proud of that. Yes, it's MTG Arena Ladder. Yes, we're playing for nothing, but we showed up with a brew. 10-0, straight to Mythic. W's. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next time. Make sure to play Breeding Pool in your deck. Peace.